and uh, everything associated with the cannabis product here in Ohio. We are currently waiting on my man EP to tap in with the Facebook link over on Voice of Radio, voiceofradio.com. That's where I usually shoot this show at. Obviously, I'm from the lab. This is the loft where we get a lot of stuff going. We do a lot of the 40-30 work over here at the loft. So soon as the soon as What's the Jig tap in, soon as we get the Facebook people over, we will get to it and we will get this stuff started. We got a lot of things happening, man. It was a great weekend. I hope everybody enjoyed their Memorial weekend, man. Anybody do anything good? All you people over on TikTok, man, how we doing over there? Anybody do anything good? Anybody got any great weed stories for this weekend before we get into the show, man? Hope everybody had a great time. Seemed to be pretty solid for us around here. Couple little incidents. The weather didn't break for us. Reggae Fest was up here this weekend for us in Northeast Ohio. So that one, we went in between the rainstorms. It was pretty good, man. It was a good weekend, man. But it is a lot going on. We got a lot of cannabis news for you. A lot of great inventions that's coming out. We got a lot of things moving forward in the cultivation department. We got some good news for you guys. Got some good cultivars, some good clones that's going to be available too here in Ohio. There is some great seed banks that's been popping up, but it's been a slow season getting started with growing here in Ohio. But we gonna get back to it. Hopefully there's EP. There we go. We're about to get to the Zoom right now. It always going to be like 2-3 minutes, and then we'll be on Facebook. And as soon as this thing pop up, we'll be getting going on to the whole dang show and get going. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. If you tapped in right now and you in Ohio or Cleveland, Ohio, I could give you a free sample. I can't sell it to you or nothing, but I'll leave it on the counter for you if you over 21. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. And if you are in Northeast Ohio and you need any kind of advice or anything like that, hook me up, look me up, and I will be your guy. I help a lot of people on the low get their gardens and things together. So tap in with me, and we'll look forward to it. There's my man EP. We are going to be getting going here in about he usually give me about a 10-minute countdown, and then we'll be ready to go in about 10-second countdown or so. We'll be going on Facebook, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. My man over at the Voice of Radio gonna give us the cue. I think we are about 10 seconds. As soon as I see his little bearded face disappear, he got the golfers. He should wear a hat when he golfs, though, so he could get one of them white lines over his head. I don't even know. You look kind of studious on this thing because your glasses block your eyeballs and we can't see how really hide your... There we go. See, now you look like a comedian right there. Like with your glasses on, you might fool me. I might give you some money or pay a bill to you or something. Like this nigga look like he collect money or something. But shout out to the Voice of Radio president. My main man EP is on the boards for us over at the Voice of Radio over at Facebook. He been doing it.
It's about 15 seconds. You can start.
15 seconds and then we gonna stop. But as I say to the other folks, man, we gonna get going here in about 10 seconds. JJ down in on YouTube, man. We appreciate you, man. My man Sonya and JJ down in Columbus, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in over on YouTube, man. That's my main man. He don't count. If y'all know what to do, man, it's like and share. We just getting started, but we about to talk a poop ton about cannabis. So if you got any cannabis questions, you over 21 and you want to tap in on TikTok, Facebook, or over on YouTube, just let us know, man. We appreciate everybody for tapping in. But like I say, this is the Sohigho Cannabis Show, usually broadcasting live from the Voice It Radio studio up on Shaker Square in Cleveland. We're doing it remote today. We're going through some transitions with Hot Mess in the evening. But over here on the Voice It Radio, I'm the first to kick off the Tuesday hour. And then after me, we got Dre the Gemini. And after that, we got Al Porter's world famous hip hop show, the longest running music show in American history. That means it's probably the longest running show in America, man. Shout out to my main man James Brown down in Texas, man. That is my number one grommy, man. That's my man. That man need to grow weed to save this damn planet. I don't think it's nobody else better out there. Shout out to you and Christina, man. Appreciate that. I hope y'all all had a great Memorial Day weekend. Keep it safe and everything, and we gonna get right into it. The Sohigho Cannabis Show, we like to talk about information, cultivation, and the legalization of the cannabis plant here in Ohio, man. So first off the back, man, we always like to talk about the legal news. I know everybody stays safe here in Ohio now. I don't know how it is for every place else around the world. But here in Ohio, make sure you are transporting your weed in the trunk right now. If you're not feeling safe about it, man, you got to put it in the trunk. The law is now, if you got weed from out of state and you bring it into Ohio, it's considered contraband. So be careful driving around with weed. And the way like these heightened summer situations are, if they pull you over, they ain't got no other excuse, and you got weed on your seat, they gonna give you that ticket, I believe. Like if you get that type of cop, it's not that serious. And here in Northeast Ohio, let's not remember, if you are in Cuyahoga County, it's ratified that it's decriminalized. So just remember, if you are in Northeast Ohio, you're not gonna lose your job and everything. Listen, it won't go on your record. I will take that 100% back. Because when they pass SB 56, now even though you are legal, but as far as the state law is concerned, you can consume the cannabis plant in any of your form, recreational, if you're over 21. But don't forget, right now, they have put it back on your employer that they could throw you out. Hey, if you are a renter, you cannot just if your landlord say you got to take your grow down here in Ohio, you have to take your grow down. They changed that law. Hopefully you got a cool landlord and he's real cool with you and everything, and you could grow your 12 plants. That is going to be the way to go about. The other way that you get by with the law about your weed have to be in a package is you need to be growing weed at your house. I don't care if you get one plant, one clone, don't do good. Put it outside right now so you can help us with the law. Like, you need to exercise your rights. Like right now, if they do something to the food source or the weed or the transportation, you are allowed to grow weed. It is the outdoor season right now. If you could get a clone or a seed popped and get it outside, let Mother Nature take advantage. Just try to keep the critters off of it and see what you do. It is worth growing weed for your legal protection in Ohio. Please, everybody, just be very, very careful driving around and not knowing the law these days, man. You have to be very, very careful. So everybody that can, at least, even if you don't know the weed, even if you grow some male plants, grow some weed, please. I mean, grow some weed here in Ohio, because that's going to protect us in the law. There is no better protection for a 21-year-old, over 21-year-old consuming cannabis here in Ohio than to grow the weed, because it takes the transportation thing off. If you grow your own weed, how can you not transport your own weed? Here in the state of Ohio, we have had in the bill, it will allow you to transfer 2.5 ounces of weed to somebody else. No money, no advertisement, no trade, no barter, but you could give somebody 2.5 ounces of weed. Here's the question to the law that I don't want to dig it up too bad, because I like it the way it is. What do you do if you wanted to take your mom 2.5 ounces of weed? You live in Cleveland and she live in Dayton. Shout out to all my Dayton people, man, because Dayton people are, let me be honest with you, Dayton is consuming the most cannabis in Ohio right now. I love Cleveland to death. Columbus got the most people, but let's go Smoky, Dayton, man. Dayton, Cincinnati area is banging. It's really banging. But if you wanted to take some weed down there, and you wanted to gift it to somebody, the best thing I could say is put it in your trunk. The best thing I could say, the intent of the law, if you look at this, and it ain't been challenged yet, the intent of the law is not to have you smoking in the car. Just remember that, everybody. All you 21-year-olds, and as much as you like to puff and drive or smoke and drive, you got to pull over. Like right now, I be using the rest areas. Go behind something, even though it say don't smoke in public places. So get unpublic where the public can't see you, like so people from the sidewalk can't see you. Try to get yourself away from somewhere, because it ain't no public-private place, no such thing. It's an oxymoron. That means it does not exist in the English language. There is no public-private place. Either it's public or it's private. So I don't see how they have places where you can drink alcohol legally, say Whiskey Island in the Cleveland metro park. You could consume alcohol and smoke a cigarette in certain areas, but you won't be allowed to smoke the marijuana plant. It is beyond me. I don't know if it's all the way legal, but if you're respectful, and here in Ohio, let me tell you the other thing. All you old school people, if you older, man, we ain't had no weed law in this place in my entire life. I want to conform with the law, but just go by the golden rule. Don't get your ass caught. That is the best rule you can use. Always don't get your ass caught. Be careful. Monroe, everybody that's going across the border right now, they only going across the border, from what I heard, is to get gummies and high-end wax. Everything else is kind of here in Ohio. A lot of high-end. Shout out to my people, Playmakers. If you're looking for some high-end stuff, it's like they forcing us back to the Ohio market. So you can find good products in certain dispensaries to keep you from going across the border. We'll get into that a little bit. But no more going across the border. 2.5 ounces. Those little gray areas of where you could gift it. Just put your stuff in the trunk, man. Just roll your joints. Put it in the trunk, pull over, smoke, get back in your car, enjoy yourself. I hope you're just not weird enough that you just need to ride down the street and drive, because the way Canada went, they are going to be hard on distracted drivers. Like I believe a couple weeks before Memorial Day, they had a bunch of test points, and if you notice, they got OVI up, not DUI. OVI is just everything. Fentanyl, distracted driver. You could get that for damn near eating while you driving, by the way the statute wrote. But back to the purpose of the law of not having anything in the cabin with you. I think it's so you don't have access to smoking while you're driving. So if you could cover yourself on that, having it in the glove box, not having it accessible to you, similar to the gun laws here in Ohio. This is a CCW state for all my people who don't know around this dang world. It is the absolute wild, wild west. And that's going to be challenged one day also. Can you have a gun and you're going to be in some trouble. Don't even get those two things together. Also, keep yourself legal. Get your medical license right now. Medical license, I still believe you're going to be able to go across the line. Michigan still expects, all the states still will accept your medical license card from here in Ohio, because it's going to be hard between you getting in between a doctor's prescription for yourself and what the law of their state saying. I don't know what's going to trump me staying alive, me really handling my anxiety through a little bit of cannabis plant, or you telling me no, I can't use something that's legal in about 40 states, especially for medical use. So get your medical card. Here in Ohio, they offering so many sales and deals. If you a veteran, absolutely get your medical card. And I heard tales that we gonna actually start looking at some mushroom therapy in there. And let's not forget another thing about the whole overall medical system. Why you should get your medical card right now? Because President Trump declassified medical marijuana to a class 3 drug. So that means it's almost the same as alcohol. But it's for research and things like that. But if he declared it for class 3 for studies and things like that, it's going to be very hard for him to say you could use it in that thing, and you as a consumer, I don't want to be the one to go to Supreme Court for it, but it is possible. It seemed like it will be precedent set, so that might be another little bit of protection that you could get to cover yourself with the medical. JB just said something. Said, yeah, it is very true. JB is over there talking about the governor y'all have is talking. He was going to try to destroy the campus. So he really is governor on his way out. This is the last thing. He wasn't really cool with. I think that here in Ohio, if you really want to know how our law went, it was a Republican-led governorship here. And what's crazy is the people voted. So we voted like 56% to have recreational weed. They didn't think it was going to pass. It passed, and it didn't have no teeth, no nothing in it. So we've been in this little weird gray area for 2 years. They like the revenue, but they don't want to meet with the real people to make this into something that can be beneficial for us all. Because that's not what government do. These people don't want to like compromise and do something real and make some real laws around anything. The way I see it, it's all seeming like it's a little bit of just. I got no idea what their agenda is. But going out the door, I know Governor DeWine, he's not been so pro weed with these restrictions he's got coming back on. But he is almost allowing the will of the people. But also he's loyal to his party. So his party is putting these restrictions on it. They out there talking about, yes, it's true that you could grow more than a pound of plant, but that's some high-end growers. The average dude, man, if you get freaking 2 or 3 ounces off your first grow, I'm trying to tell you, you got a green thumb, and congratulations, it might not be like that every time. Ask me and JB. James Brown, me and the dude, we grew good, and then every now and then you'll get a strain that no matter what you do to it, it's just gonna like not go good. You use the same thing, same time. How about this? You run a set of clones back from a mother plant that you just cycled all the way through. You run it back, and the next go around, it just does not grow the same characteristics. So for the government to come in, obviously they don't grow their own weed, and impose these laws, a plant restriction or anything restriction, it's just not feasible. We got something that's growing out the ground. And the other thing, who is going to enforce this, man? I wanted to know if the governor had enough money to go and hire some weed enforcement, or should this not be us as 21-year-old citizens of the United States, residents of the state of Ohio, police ourselves? I don't think we need no other help. You let people police themselves with alcohol all day long. It's no other difference. You got plenty of things that's not available to 18-year-olds, and you are restricting us here in the state like we've been doing this. It's been going on. It's going to keep going on. It's not going to stop. It's a plant that grow out the ground. So let's just get together and make some sensible laws. I keep telling everybody, the easiest way to do it, everybody, if you wanted to make revenue, anybody who growing 12 or 30 plants, if you left it up to me, let me grow 30 plants, small business, make it registered recreational, so that'll put the onus on the buyer or the wholesaler to tell the customers what it is. Michigan has recreational labeled weed that's different. That's buyer beware. And you can spur the economy. The truth of the matter is, it's like anything in this capitalist system, the cream is going to rise to the top. So the best grower, best weed is just going to take care of its market. And then it's going to handle itself like that by quality. That's what they don't understand. It's not going to be quantity. These big name, Bob Dole, whatever his name is, the governor, not the dude that cry all the time here in Ohio. He owns the biggest he has got money in on one of the biggest commercial grows here in Ohio. He's the ex-speaker of the House. He always cry. He was funny. He was Republican, but he's just real touching in his emotions and shit. He's here in Ohio growing. And what we're going to do is put the corporations back in charge of distributing our recreational marijuana, which is BS. which is straight garbage, man. You can't let these people, and they miss. So say they grow 80 acres or whatever, they whole greenhouse of some bullshit. They expect us to buy bullshit for the rest of the year. No, that's not competitive, and it's not fair for the marketplace or anything. Like, this market will regulate itself. I just think you should take the restriction. And it's so anti what the Republican Party really stand for. I hate to be on this soap opera, but they trying to end regulation and restriction on any and everything except for this damn cannabis print. I have no idea why they changed the color. But to the credit, some of the GOP hardliners in Ohio, and I'm going to look you guys up, man. I appreciate you guys for sticking in there and voting the will of the people. So we have some descendant people here in the state of Ohio who said the people have spoken. You guys ain't gonna change what the people have said. That's up to you guys for not, the Republican Party, for not getting a little bit of amendments and things like that one. But it's progress for the state of Ohio, because it really is a kind of a conservative Christian type Bible Belt undergird, but not really, because it's pedophile, Epstein Island all up in this shit. We just as nasty as anybody else, so I ain't letting them fool blame act like they holier than thou with one hand, and on the other hand on their ass way to doing nasty stuff. And I digress. All right, let's talk about a little bit of some of the information about the cannabis plant here in Ohio, man. That's a little bit of the legalization. You got any legal questions, or y'all got any tips for us about the legal aspect? You hear anything new, especially about that court case up in Findlay? If anybody up in Findlay and tap into what's going up there with that court case, and they are challenging the law about the beverages, and they're gonna let the beverages go. I'm gonna tell you why they're gonna let the hemp beverages go here in Ohio, just because Anheuser-Busch is here, and I think they already made a deal that they are gonna be putting some type of cannabis hemp product, or they at least reserve their license. Pepsi and Coca-Cola have hemp licenses. Nobody's going to be a bigger bottler or things like, or producer, if they could get in on it. But once again, I don't know. I don't know about corporate. I don't know. That might be too big a situation for me. It could be good. I ain't going to say nothing. It just never happened in Ohio or in this country where somebody that big put out a hemp flavored drink, like with Coca-Cola branding and distribution behind it. But it's coming. I mean, if Anheuser-Busch and all of those people passing out liquor, it's definitely coming. So right now here in Ohio, you looking for the best bag. I always like to tell you what's going on here, and it's going to be the plug in the street first. Good growers, pop-ups is going to be number one. And the good old neighborhood plug, that dude you used to know a long time ago, he's still the best. And then after that, you're going to have some dispos. Mavao, Shangri-La, some of the good dispos is very good. Here's a good thing. Here's a little bit of information about the dispo and why I mess with Mavao. And I mess with Shangri-La. But Shangri-La, they take their money out of state. These companies are from other states. So like in Worcester, Ohio, they do not have a dispo that the money comes right back to the community. Listen, people, we are blowing this law. You can keep a small footprint, keep a mom and pop shop. If you got one corporate, shut it down and empower your community to keep a smaller footprint. If you want people to buy these Ohio products, they should be Ohio-based companies. If you let the restrictions, if you give us some laws and some parameters for a person to go and pick up from the garden and buy and go back to his local store with all of this courier and things like that. We do not want to break the law. We want to be respectful of the law. And you take the money outside the community. It's sad to hear a place like Worcester, and I know it's 8 pieheads down there that'll start a dang dispo, but they won't let the mom and pop get it off. Man, all you need is a scale, a bag, and an ID checker, a way to do your commerce, pay your taxes. They loosened up the legal aspects of where you could do business and take credit cards and open bank accounts and do all of those things now. So let the small mom and pops open up. Let those smoke shops that closed up, get them an experimental dispo license. Let them maybe have them a cap at what they could buy, but which is dumb. Don't make no restrictions on the marketplace. If a dude could buy the license and turn that into a multi-million-dollar corporation, isn't that not the American dream? No, you want everybody to have this corporate structure, and you just like killing off the whole market. Just let them just get going, and that's just the best way to go. But yeah, it's a lot of good strands, a lot of new stuff coming out, man. Be careful looking around. You know, you remember the rules of the game. You can't be advertising these things. You can't be, it's so weird here in Ohio. You know, you can't advertise anything like that. But it is a lot of good strains out. I will be looking for pop-ups, grow sites. Talk to your people that's growing. The word of mouth network is going to be the one. They don't want us promoting or anything like that. I don't know how we supposed to have some type of community in this situation. They're almost restricting you from your First Amendment rights for us not to be able to talk about or advertise for, oh, I got sour diesel clones over here. Would you want to trade one or two? But right now, I don't think we'll be able to do that, man. So be careful, get some good plants. There's still a lot of great seeds. If you really should really make a concentrated effort on popping seeds this year. The reason why I'm telling you guys that is an overabundance of seed. Everybody want to go to clones. But if you pop enough seeds, you can keep one plant back for a mother plant. And that will be the clone maker. And then you can populate your outdoor garden. And if you are wise with what you do, one of your 6 plants, if you growing 6, only have 5 in your tent and keep a mother plant in your veg tent if possible. And you take cuttings off that. That way you can keep going. It used to be a growing method called the sea of green. So you kept veg on the top. No, veg was on the bottom. And you was in bloom or flower on the top. So keep that going. Look for good seeds. Most of our smoke shops and the good head shops up here had seeds and then it changed. So that stuff is going to be cheaper now. So go looking for good seeds. Don't be scared to pop some seeds. You're going to ruin. That's the biggest thing I could tell you guys is don't be afraid to kill a plant. The biggest thing, my homegirl Deidre is on here. After you grow a plant and it's not going good, it is okay to let little sister go. Recompost her and let her be food for the next batch, but it's okay. Every plant is not going to make it. Once you get the confidence, like I'm almost feeling like that about anything when you growing weed out here, you need to be able to fail. If you're okay with failing, then you're going to probably be okay with having a great amount of success because it's just like that. It's a growing plant that sometimes have different environments. Sometimes you can get too hot, over water, underwater, too much nutrient. Accidentally, you could kill a plant. Don't be afraid to kill a plant. You just got to keep going because it's so worth it when you grow a plant all the way to the end. You dry and cure your own weed, and when you really get it right, when you really got good genetics. That's why I'm so hard on spend $20 or $30 a seed. There is a bunch of $5 and $10 seeds out there. They are okay, but if you are new to growing, grow a very easy, maybe if you could find a GMO from a Thug Plug, one of the Ethos, definitely if you could find anything from Humboldt Seed. Humboldt Seed, y'all better give me a call. Humboldt Seed, I'll take that sponsorship. I only want like really 3 sponsorships, and I don't even know why I'm going to tell them. I really want Arden, Humboldt Seed, and it was one other I wanted. Maybe a nutrient that I would be interested in. And that's about it. Other than that, I want stuff for the people, man. Shout out to my homegirl Luna All Day. If you want more information on garden and dirt prep, Luna All Day on Instagram. You will know her instantly because she only talks about dirt. That's it. And my main man, 420 Scene. He is my guru who I get all my information from, whether he know it or not. And I do communicate with him. If I'm stuck, he'll get me unstuck. Locally, if you're looking for good gardens, always Glendalis out of Akron grow good. Clutch Gardens has been good. Buckeye Relief has been having some good thing. And Bloom, even though they take all our money out of the community up at Painesville down in Akron, Bloom had some, Khalifa mints. I did try it. It was okay. It tasted good, but it felt like medical marijuana weed out of Ohio. And to me, it's in between THCA and like what I would consider like regular recreational pot. It's in the in-between, so that's not saying that good a deal. But to some people who like it, who are enjoying that level or quality of weed, and if you right there and it's working for you and you getting your medicinal things out of it, there you go. Keep using it and keep it like that. But don't forget, I'm still gonna say, grow some weed, grow some weed, grow some weed, grow some weed. A little bit more in the information. I will always not be upset with myself by not telling you guys to be careful when you eat gummies, man. Gummies and anything, when you are doing edibles or anything, you go low and slow. What do I mean by that? Go low dosage and go slow. You take like 5 to 10 milligrams and you don't eat too much, and you wait about 35 to 45 minutes before you eat anything. So be careful with gummies. Also, the law has changed. If you are into making gummies, you got to stay away from gummy bears or anything that's like child-like or kitty-like flavor. So stay away from all of whatever that make it look like candy that's specifically for kids, which is a wild little scenario. But what they don't want is a kid to get a hold of some nerd ropes, think it's a regular nerd ropes, and they medicated nerd ropes, and they eat them by accident. So be very careful when you're making the gummies and things like that. And here's another little bit of information that I didn't know. I was talking to a good buddy this weekend, and he did not know, and I did not know. I just take it for a lot of what I know, like everybody know it, but a lot of people don't know it, obviously. But when you are using, in my estimation, this is strictly advice. When you are using when you want the benefits of the medical relief from the cannabis plant, the first thing I gotta tell y'all is you overdosing yourself. It only takes like 5 to 10 milligrams of THC to give you therapeutic effects. Everybody understand that? That's not a lot. So if you eating a 50 milligrams of gummy and you trying to relieve your pain, yes, it will, but you overcook your goose. So at 50 milligrams, it's like a recreational dose. You're doing so much that it's taking you so far past that you overload your system to dull yourself down. And I'm not saying that people can't use it like that, because that's how they've been using it since I've been alive. In my estimation, when you're having, like, if I got back problems, I go straight to sativa, 5 to 10 milligram gummy in the morning, and I take an Advil, and it will give me 6 to 7, 8 hours of back relief. Honestly, I just don't sit there and fixate on it. A friend of mine out of Florida, whenever they have a headache, they don't smoke the whole joint. 2 puffs and put it out. You have to use less. The therapeutic effect of most drugs, so you even think of something crazy out there like some strong narcotic drugs that they give you in the hospital. They only come in 5 to 10 milligrams. And if you look at the active amount of ingredient in there, it is so little. like really the active part. So when you're looking for therapeutic effects from marijuana, less is actually more, everybody. That is so weird, but you can try that easy. And then you do the 3-day test. Take the same amount 3 days in a row. And if you feel like it's working, maybe like if you started with a 5 milligram gummy on day one, second day you go to 5 to 10 milligrams. If you're feeling good, maybe stay right there and do 10 the next day. But if you're feeling like it didn't feel right, but you was going in the right direction, do 15 on the third day. And take the fourth day off and let it go back down. And then let your blood system come back down and say, oh, okay, this was doing something for me. This not doing something for me. Or I feel more comfortable at 10 milligrams than, say, 15 milligrams. Everybody just do less and you'll get more out of it. You see all of those characteristics on a weed package. Like you look up a strain, calm and reflective, make me feel. A lot of times to get that is for like a rookie ass smoker. That means that dude usually take about 3 or 4 puffs and his system is activated. Us chronic ass users that could face a joint or a blunt and just go hard all day, could smoke all that. You just a recreational smoker. It will work for you, but your other itches is going to keep you from getting the therapy, to be honest with you. You're just going to smoke yourself out the back door. But if you want to use it like that, back it down. It really will work. To me, it's better than all the narcotics. I'm used to this. I had to go do a lot more walking and listening to music for other recreational activities. But guess what? It's a great trade-off over taking some harder, more addictive drugs that keep you on that. So remember, just use a small amount, and this is all my opinion about this. A small amount of sativa in the morning will keep me down from my pain and things like that. And then you have to really, like, in my opinion, in my estimation, everybody's chemistry is different. So you have to just ease into it like anything. Tell your partner, keep a log, keep a note, and definitely, I did that. I had to track it because of my pain management, and it actually worked. When you do that and you want to be scientific about it, and so say you do find something, that's why the law is crazy. So say sour, I keep saying, say Death Star, since it's Ohio weed, or G13 Ohio weed, Dumpster Bud Ohio weed. Those gave you the relief that you need, and nobody grew it around you. Is it bad for you to go to one state over and get something that was really helping you out because nobody grew it here in the state of Ohio? That's where it's going to be a gray area for the history of gray areas also. So be very careful. Remember, go low and slow on the gummies. When you're using cannabis for therapy, use less. 5 to 10 milligrams is all for 6 to 7 hours. Treat it like Advil. Every 4 to 5 hours, maybe you want to do something else. But you got to be very careful with edibles, because remember, edibles last long. It was a product called Nano Drops. Is smaller drops that they force to be littler, and they go small, very small, not to get all into the science. Very small nano drops. They go in and out your blood system quicker, and it leaves out quicker. So that's where some of the more popular drinks are. That's why you could go drink 2 or 3 of the hemp drinks and not feel all the way out the back door like you ate like 100 milligrams worth of gummies. Yeah, just like ease into it, because it'll come in, you feel it, it'll peak, and it'll go away. So it's like the cycle, since it's so small, it's in and out your bloodstream. So look for the nano drops. I think it's last time I saw that was in Rise in Cuyahoga Falls, and I think they got a new ownership over there. So that's a little bit about the information. And what we got coming up is too much, man. We got so many events coming up, man. We've been out there promoting for Art Fest. If you're looking at over on YouTube, you see St. Clair Superior Art Fest logo up. Voice of Radio is one of the title sponsors over here. They're going to be doing a whole lot with us this year. Interviews, things, getting out into the street. We got so much entertainment that we were going, and I forgot to get you guys something. We got a whole lot of entertainment post saga. We got had the biggest line dance with a band ever, so we got that with Towards Employment coming on. Evergreen Main Stage, Joe Abrams post saga. Malik X, Contu Live, The Mic That Doesn't End with Deshaun France. We got Ramon Rivas and Charlie Burns tentatively on the schedule for the headlining act. And we got Junior Blessington and a host of other reggae all-stars that's going to be over here. And fingers crossed, we get DC Vibes or one of the great go-go bands. That is what I am shooting for, man. And it is going to be a great time over at the Art Fest. Before that, if you got kids, anything, something separate from all of this cannabis, don't forget we got the Go Skate Day up at EJ Coastal Call. We got the Game of Skate on Saturday the 20th. So if your kids ain't doing nothing, want to come get a free skateboard, hang out, and do some good community relations, Go Skate Day on June 20th. Go Skate Day is June 21st. We'll be up at EJ Coastal Call. Thank my homegirl Tab, Harold, and all my brothers over at 4030 for helping me get that thing done. Shout out to Food Strong, Tilt Soil, Brown Hoy Cider, the Show Wagon, Metro, all the people that's helping us out. Kiyoshi Meat, man, if y'all want some munchies, I know Memorial Day is over, but if you carnivals want to go over there and help us support Kiyoshi Koshi's Meat right on 43, no, I'm saying it wrong, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, that is 4310 St. Clair, right next to the Red Lion tattoo is that 4030 tattoo. 4030's St. Clair, so look up Give Days and the whole crew, Krista, Pope for sure, and Kush, Els, and the whole team at Red Lion if y'all looking for some tattoo stuff to do. We always got too much to do, man. Shout out to my kids, man, and happy belated birthday to my son Johnny. I appreciate you so much, man. Shout out to JJ and all my people. Big shouts out to my man JB down in Texas, and Christina. I hope you come on back up. It's always nice to have my grow me up in this mug, sharing ideas. We need to go ahead and get a collab in real quick, man. But as usual, man, shout out to my man Articus, man. Look at Articus, Articus.com. If you want some high-end fashion wear, my man been helping us out, do a lot of Chip Theo, my man. That's another good friend doing a lot of work. Trish, the whole 4030 St. Clair Superior team. Ken Cody, Hair HS, Days One. Shout out to all our sponsors and everything that's happening. Shout out to Westside Skates. My man right here, I got a shirt on. Hippie Mafia, man. My man Jimmy. Shout out to the boss, Rosie, up in this joint, man. Sano for making this shirt, man. We appreciate all our whole team. Oz over there, like, putting it down for us, man. Crew work all the way. Bias, Syntax, man. Mr. Soul, Deep Roots, man. Everybody that's been helping us put it down. Shout out to my cohort. And big up to me and the crew. We graduate this weekend from Neighborhood Leadership Development. Things will be finally back to a little bit, that'll be off our plate. I ain't gonna say things gonna get a little bit to whatever normal is, but that'll be coming back around. So as usual, man, we appreciate y'all. Remember, don't eat too many dang gummies at all. Be very careful. You got any questions, SOHIGHO 216@gmail.com. Shoot me any link, anything you want. If you got any advice about your plants, you stuck or anything, don't forget to always tell me what you growing in, what you growing with, as in what have you put in your dirt, any amendments, any things like that, what your watering schedule is. And remember, you guys, don't overwater in veg. You don't want to get a root ball. Let that damn plant dry back a little bit. Remember that. That's my number one. You rookies, That baby don't need water every day, especially in veg. Let it dry back so the roots reach like the edge of your solo cup. So just remember that, man. Y'all got any more questions, anything, just anyway, tap in, especially in Northeast Ohio, man. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in to the best dang goddamn show. Facebook, you been holding me down, man. I love y'all to death, man. TikTok, we growing. I appreciate that. Need you thank y'all all the likes and the shares. We gonna keep plugging away with information, cultivation, and the legalization of the plant here in Ohio, man. Thank y'all so much for tapping in and tuning in, man. We appreciate that. We'll be back next week with the same. Thanks, my man EP at the Voice of Radio. Stay tuned at 6 o'clock for Dre the Gemini talking everything anime. And that's another thing, EP. We have a anime costume concert test that's coming up at the Art Fest this year too. So I would definitely want to talk to Dre the Gemini. 7 o'clock over at Voice of Radio. Tune in for Al Porter's Hip Hop Workshop, man, as always. And next week, look out for the new show that's coming in the morning. We going Hot Mess in the evening is going to be transitioning to a morning show. So we're going to be looking out for that. Hopefully we be paid out the nose. Always trying to be rich and comfortable. I'm just kidding. Have a great, great time out there, man. Enjoy this weather. It's breaking a little bit, man. Do something nice for each other, man. Please, if you can, man. And if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem, man. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. And if you don't love yourself good, fake it till you make it, goddammit. We could do better out here, man. I appreciate everybody. And if nobody told you they love you, I love you today, man. Don't like everybody, but I probably love everybody, man. Peace and love. Smoke something good, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Like my good man EP always say, smoke weed so you don't punch nobody in the face. Peace. Thank you, Deidre. Thank you, JB. Peace, big bro. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks, JB. You my man. I appreciate you, Jay. Man, y'all be easy down there. I know it's hotter than a firecracker down there in the damn woods, man. We smoking on some good stuff. I think, I don't know. Well, you can't say nothing on these other ones. I could have told you on the Facebook. We got some good flavors up here, man. Peace, man. I appreciate everybody. Shout out to my man Tip, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, we're going to see you later. See you. Yeah, we going up. We going up. We going up. 45 is 90.
What'd you say? No, I'm not a part of that. I was laughing.
Why?
Because you know Dave Banks.
Huh?
You know Dave Banks.
I don't know. Who was
She
that?
had people like trying to catch you, but she dropped this brand. But I can't
Dropped
put up
the
their channel.
Huh?
I can't put up their channel.
On YouTube?
Yeah, I think it's
So
on
how?
there. All I see is
Sohigho gas station? Yeah, well, I don't know. I gotta look. I saw it pop up, but I ain't got no like a chick.
How was you?
Trick one thing. I double TikTok.
Oh, you going on TikTok?
Yeah, I went from 45 last week to 94 this week. Yeah, so if I do that
Yeah,
again,
you know audience you want though.
in a way, you know, I'll be moving. Because YouTube is down, Facebook is up. I'm back up in 900 to 200 on Facebook.
Oh, shit. Well, that's what community.
Well, Facebook is older people that point and click. I used to average 17 every Facebook show. 17 to 2000. Yeah, TikTok is bugging, man. TikTok is raising up, and YouTube is leaking right now. YouTube is leaking bad. Like, huh? YouTube had so many restrictions this little era where they was like censoring everything, where people didn't feel like tuning in a lot. Everybody went to Twitch. Everybody over on Twitch. There ain't no censoring over there. So they lost it, but is it a bigger platform with a bigger thing? I'd rather stay over there because of the capacity. YouTube, just because it seems like it's got a bigger capacity and we might live on forever before they start charging. I'm on Twitch. I mean, I don't never. What it is the OBS thing supposed to like broadcast to all of them. It don't. mic to go make this other ride though. But
Sure.
I don't know, some goddamn way to get this fucking. I ain't doing nothing like driving away in the woods to get this. It's a cell phone. It's a portable light and a cell phone holder with a little microphone, so I can just go set up anywhere and podcast whenever I want. More than anything, and being a little fly, but I might not. I don't know. I'm just glad I got that one over.